now, a first down and more. And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lance. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. This defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive, not like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Lance looking to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
5 yards remain on second down. Again, it's Lance.
And his throw is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
And they'll go for it. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Lance looks to throw again.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 1, Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 45 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
25
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This pass complete to Reynolds.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Reynolds here.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones.
7 yards, the pickup there.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Tannehill. This is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Tannehill hooking up with Reynolds for a Titan 1st.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down.
And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Rosas' kick is good. So So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On fourth down, Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, Tannehill. Caught by Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. To throw is Tannehill. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Henry again. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before. The smaller guy turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything different.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Rosas good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Rolling to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
54 Mike. Check. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Tannehill. And he is going to go down. Back at
at the 11-yard line.
Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Maurice Hurst providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And Bullock will put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
It's sad they pay me. I'll do this one for you.
49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 76 yards. And the Niners on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 7 yards the pick up there. 2nd down and 3.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards. 2nd and inches.
Again, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. They had a little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game, What play calls does he have on that sheet?
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Hey, one set. Check line 54. Line 54.
Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. Not much there, only a yard.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing, Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.